the things that he puts out into the world, the pictures, the travels that he has gone on, and the things that he's learned about certain objects and places, and the ideas that he has given to us, the world in which to ponder. And so I don't know, I've like I said, I follow him on Twitter and Instagram now, so that I can hopefully, I think that he's really busy right now, as far as I can see. There's not a lot of that right at this moment, because I'm sure he's shooting his TV show at the moment, so I don't know how extremely, he's probably doing 50,000 other things too. That's another thing I don't think we understand about celebrities. I'm not sitting around going, oh, poor all the celebrities with their millions of dollars and their caviar and champagne. But I am going, okay, but that is still a human being who has to work their tails off every day. And they have they usually, I think, have their fingers in a lot of different creative pies, because they're trying to extend themselves, because they're trying to make the money that they have to make to survive, because they're trying to keep themselves relevant, because they're trying to challenge themselves. And then also, even when they're not doing that, they can't ever turn it off. I'm not a celebrity. I could, if I wanted to, back in the day when I was younger, maybe have gotten lots of surgery and potentially gone out and done something in this world that maybe would have made me a celebrity. I don't know how it would have happened, but I guess I could have become one at some point. And if I had, I can go from being in the land of obscurity to becoming a celebrity. But a celebrity can't usually go from being world famous and seen everywhere to becoming nothing, to where nobody recognizes you. You can go from becoming this glamorous, amazing celebrity to becoming somebody that people are like, oh my God, what happened to him? What? Oh, did you see her? And become judgmental jerks about who the person becomes, but you still know who that person is. If I see somebody on the street, I might judge them because I'm a jerk and say, oh, they don't look like they used to, or whatever I say. But I still know who that celebrity person is. So I think there's this really hard, like, where you can't even rest even when you're at rest. As long as you're out in public, if you're out having a coffee or going to an art museum or traveling to another country, just trying to soak in the local flavor, no matter what you do, you're always constantly surrounded by people who know your face, who are expecting your public persona. Whether your cat just died, or you're having a fight with your boyfriend, or your kid is staying up all night and screaming, and you're having to deal with that. No matter what you've gone through in your day, no matter how stressed you are, overworked you are, you still have to say, hi, I am blah blah blah, the face of blah blah blah, and I am so happy to meet you. Yes, let's take a picture. Yes. So there has to be this disconnect from your own feelings, emotions, needs, wants, to only think about this public persona, because the moment that you let it slip, the moment that you say something wrong or go off on someone, it's all on camera, it's all broadcast to the world and judged. So, you know, I don't know. That sounds terrible to me. I don't really know where I was going with that. You can look back and try to tell me what the hell I was trying to say 10 minutes ago. But basically, I can understand how hard that is. And I can't empathize because I'm not part of it. But there's probably no rest. So anyway, that was it, right? There's no rest for the wicked. for the celebrity. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't see a lot of new stuff right now as far as like traveling the world and taking pictures of pieces of art and the antiquities. So he's probably not traveling at this moment, was my overall point. He's probably doing his job on Riverdale. So, I don't know, I'm so tuned in to see what comes next from him, and it's really amazing to at least be able to tune into some celebrity whose public persona is that of challenging the status quo, questioning everything, having us question everything, trying to explain what it is to be celebrity, and trying to break that barrier between us and them to a degree to where we kind of understand. None of us can fully understand what it means and how hard it is, and just the same as if you've grown up in that world, I'm sure it's really hard to try to understand the other side of it from our perspective, looking out to them. But like I said, it's a little bit easier because we can go into the world of celebrity. They cannot fully come into our world, so that's got to be, if you're raised in it, it's got to be really hard to look at the other side. You can look through the glass, but you can't go into the house. So anyway, I don't know, that I didn't really have a point for posting this, except that it's become like this, when I say obsession, I'm not saying I want to go and meet this guy and know all about him and whatever. This is not about the person that actually is Cole Sprouse. This is about the public persona. And my obsession is only with like the tweets and the posts and the words that he writes. You know, it's about the public persona. And I found it really, really fascinating, interesting, and stimulating. So it's been really, really nice to have that spark lit up inside of me this past month. And I don't know, I'm hoping somebody out there also feels that way. They've gone through this stuff and don't just look at him as, oh, he takes pretty pictures and he's so handsome and dreamy, and oh, he's Jughead, or he's, you know, from the Sweet Life, or you know, asking him questions. Are you with Lily? And what are you doing? And where are you living? And who is it? Stop, please. What? Why? No. I personally don't want people coming up and asking me a bunch of random questions, and I don't have some like public thing where people do it all the time. So I definitely don't want to walk up to a celebrity and be like, tell me your entire whatever. I've been to conventions. I have met celebrities, and in those situations, I have said, hello, thank you, it's fairly nice to meet you. I really loved your character of blah, blah, blah. You did a great job. And you take a picture, thank you so much, that was great. And you kind of, you go about your day, not like, oh my god, tell me all about yourself. I don't understand not getting the fact that their public lives and their private lives are two separate things, and their private lives are not yours. You're not allowed to take those. That is for them. When they go home and they put on their PJs and they play their video games and read their books, that if they want to share some of it, that's really nice of them, but they don't have to. So, I keep seeing so much about it, and it's really sad to me, because it's really interesting, and I want to be part of the public persona, but I don't necessarily, when I say obsessed, I mean obsessed with that public persona and the things that are shared, not obsessed with the whatever private stuff he's going through in his day-to-day life. That's for him, that's for the cast of Riverdale, and his brother, and his whoever, his dog. They can all have their private lives, but it's just really nice to be able to feel like I've learned and grown a bit in the past month in just being part of that public persona and being able to engage with it, even if I can't engage with him as a person. So yeah, I just posted it in case like any of you out there have read all this stuff too and are really into it like I am. Maybe we can talk in the comment section. And also, if you're into Cole Sprouse and you didn't know a lot of this stuff, like you can probably look up that Tumblr thing like I did and read through all of those questions and ask those questions to yourself. I actually, on my Twitter page, I just answered all, not all of them, but the things that I found most interesting. I did like 30 different tweets about like just answering his questions and thinking and contemplating stuff. So I really enjoyed that. And then, like I said, on Instagram, I've sent him a private message just saying thank you for this public persona because it's really amazing. But I don't think he'll ever check that. So, you know, that's something that also I don't expect of him. It would be really cool someday if he's sitting around bored, if he did. But there's my daughter. But I don't expect that. I don't expect anything because he is a person who has millions of followers. So. Anyway, so if you get a chance, I suggest trying to look into those Tumblr questions. They were really interesting. And going back, when he was into, archaeology, when he was doing the digs and sites, you can look through that stuff and actually see a lot of really cool things and learn from it. And it's my daughter is running around. She came into the room because obviously mommy's talking to herself, so what's going on? See, I can't even do this. I don't know how they do Instagram and stuff, but yeah, I would suggest looking into the older Instagram and Twitter posts because there's a lot of really cool stuff from when he was doing the digs, when he was a little bit, I think, freer. I'm not really sure how free he is now to post everything that he's thinking. Or, you know, he's also getting older, so he might not want to post as much publicly. He's also getting more publicity because of Riverdale, so I don't know how blocked off he might be now from saying what he really feels or even caring to, because it's really hard, I'm sure, to have that public persona shoved in your face all the time. But I really enjoyed it, so I suggest you guys look into it and dig into the past and get sparked yourself. And hopefully, you know, have dialogues with people. Use those questions to figure out some truths about yourself. And, you know, I think that's basically what he was maybe trying to get people to do. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know him. I don't know what he was always attempting to do in the to us, for us. But it was really cool for me, and it has been for the past month, and I found it really interesting. So, I don't know. I'll talk to you in the comments if you have something to say, and if not, then if I remember, because, you know, I'm really, really bad at this stuff. But if not, then at least I've said it, and I don't know, it's another thing that I've done because of Cole Sprouse. Hey! So I'm going to go and hang out with my kids and my family and live in the land of obscurity without the public eye breathing down my neck. The eye breathing down my neck, yeah. Works. I don't have to watch what I say. I'm no celebrity.